Good afternoon. We're gonna prep some whole fryers, whole chickens. These are 6.5, 7 pounders. We're gonna cut them up, prep them, and do basic seasoning. We're gonna oven bake and then shred afterwards and make like a protein salad. And then we'll follow on that one. So let's go ahead and sharpen the knife. This is boning knife that I like to use, like 6-inch. And when you sharpen knife, you don't want to hear the metal sound. You want to gently glide it over your steel. Just the rinse. Okay. This is one whole fryer, or roasting chicken per se. You want to go remove the backbone. Right here, see the backbone? This needs to come out. Start from either side of the neck. Bring to stops. Remember, your knife has to be sharp, otherwise accidents happen when your knife is dull. So you continue and line it up where the thigh ends. You line it. And then you pull. Go along the side until it releases. Same with the other side. See where the thigh comes into the bone? You see the joint? Just go along the side. Release it. This, you can use this later on to make stock if you like. So, separate the leg and thigh. You can remove excess fat if you like. Since we're going to make sort of a salad here, we don't want to have this end up in a salad. It's going to be a funny texture. Where the joint is right here, just open it up. So if I'm going to barbecue, this is how I leave it, because then you won't have bloody joint. Just cook it like this. In this case, we want to cook it faster, so we're going to make an 8-piece. I'm going to separate. Same thing with the other side. Oh, by the way, this chicken is washed in cold water. Always wash your poultry in cold water. Put it on the joint, cut all the way. And as you work, continue keeping the edge alive. So what you do, sharpen some more. Rinse. Continue. So now we're going to take the bone out of this, the center cartilage. So the neck is towards you. Remove some gristle and fat since you don't need it. And the cartilage right here, you're gonna hear the cartilage sound, and it stops. Once you hear this cracking, you stop. Hold it the thumb and open it. Then be careful, run your thumb to left and right. And then grab on the sternum bone and pull. Pull away. Goes out. If you leave a little something, just trim it with a knife. So now go ahead and separate the wing. Now in this case we can make this boneless. I'm going to show you the boneless one. So it's a whole breast with the skin on. This is how I like to barbecue. If I was going to barbecue, I'm going to leave the skin on. Then I'll go down this rib bone right here, going about an inch, and just pull. Stroke away from yourself. Grab the rib bone and hold your knife close to the ribs. And just pull. Pull it and stroke. You're going to see part of the wishbone. Grab that too. You can use this for chicken stock if you like to. There's meat, it'll be great for that. spin, release the rib, grab it, pull it, and lay your knife next to the rib cage. Just follow your knife. Now in this case, the rest of the wishbone is there. Push down, grab. If it's easy, you can grab a piece of napkin, and so it's not slippery. Just take this out. So that's this is a whole breast, boneless, skin on. This would be great to barbecue this way. Keeps it nice and moist. We're gonna oven roast this one. Rinse, continue. And then when we cook this cartilage right here, this needs to come out, but you cook it whole, and when you carve it, you take it out. So you don't serve it, it's chewy, like not very good. Oven's preheating right now. Some lime, roll your lime so juices come out. Just give it a little squeeze. So put a little pepper. And for this I just do one side, that's plenty. A little bit of salt. And of course you know about the iodized salt, right? Because not all the salt is real sea salt. Not all of them contain iodine, so it's important to read the package. A little bit of onion powder. You just want to mask that gamey, foul smell the chicken has. With garlic powder. I don't use garlic salt, I use garlic powder because then I don't know how much salt I added. I'll do salt separate. And of course a little bit good old olive oil. Of course not extra virgin because that doesn't take heat. Just plain olive oil. Perfect. Let's wash up and get this thing in the oven and then we continue. Thanks very much. Okay, now we baked the chicken in the oven at 375 for about an hour and a half. So oven's different, and just you cook it till it's done. So this is what it looks like. Remember I told you about the cartilage in the middle? So there's a cartilage right here which you don't want to serve, and that's the midsection here because it's rather slimy. You want to remove this part so you don't serve it. So you can shred it or cut it, whatever is easier. It somewhat falls apart because it's, and this was just roasted uncovered, and you can tell there's a lot of juices here. So it came out nice and moist. So you see the earlier I mentioned there's a cartilage here in the center. So open it up, you see the cartilage. You want to trim a little bit on both sides in the center, so you don't serve this. You don't want to eat this. And chopped jalapenos, pickled jalapenos. I'm going to add these in now before I add too much meat here. I'm going to add some of this. You can add some mayonnaise at this point. Let me rinse. We have peas and corns. We're going to add this for crunch and color. So let's add a little bit of each. Okay, that's good. Let's rinse hand and get some seasonings. Let's use some black pepper and some lime. Just roll it. Get the juices out. You just use your fork. I'm going to add our mayonnaise. Now this is to taste. I don't like to drench it in mayonnaise because it takes over. You can like to leave it a little drier. If you're going to make sandwich, you can add afterwards. You can add that. This was what, 5 spoons, serving spoons. Just go ahead and mix.